Hello everybody. Thanks for joining us for another holiday edition of The Echo, Klein School's video news magazine. I'm Evan. Ahead for you today, we'll be hitting the spa, stopping by the bank, and visiting with Sergei and his latest holiday dilemma. Then after a short break, we'll find out what room 2 has been searching for and hear what room 4 has found. In years past, Miss Adele directed an abridged version of a Shakespearean play during our summer session. This year, it was decided to switch things up. Instead of staging one 5-act play, she took 3 plays and chose 1 act from each. The selections were from Julius Caesar, Macbeth, and finally, The Taming of the Shrew. This new format proved to be a great success. At the start of the 2011-2012 school year, Mrs. Leslie Cahill joined us as a resident art teacher. Mrs. Cahill has been Klein School's Art Masters instructor since 1993. Each month, she has come to give us a presentation about a prominent artist. Now, she has joined us to broaden our artistic horizons on a weekly basis. She's already led us in a shading exercise using shapes, a Native American art project in the style of Jerome Tiger, and a seascape. As we look forward to a year full of art sessions, the walls of Klein School are soon to be adorned with many wonderful creations. Klein School continues to be an annual supporter of the United Nations Children's Fund, also known as UNICEF. This year, we raised over $250, which helped us surpass our 10-year goal of $8,000. Coins that students collected on Halloween were separated, counted, and then brought to a Coinstar machine for distribution to UNICEF. Raising $8,000 in coins with a school of this size is a pretty sizable accomplishment in itself. In other news, an exciting new plan is forming on the horizon. Let's jump into our time machine and head back to 1994 and visit with Jennifer from our sister station, OCN, reporting on an out-of-this-world experience.
Set up the right vibrations for this. And stand by and hope for the best.
There were some tense moments at Klein Elementary School as students crossed their fingers and prayed that they would be able to talk to shuttle astronauts.
I think basically, John and everybody else, we are ready to go.
It took 2 days and 3 separate tries, but teacher Doug Borkeman finally made contact with Commander Robert Cabana and Columbia crew member Donald Thomas using a ham radio.
Roger, this is WB6NUD. We copy you loud and clear. Here is our first question.
My name is Greta Jean Ridley. My question is, what do space travelers do to relieve a headache? Over.
What do we do if we have a headache? Well, we take aspirin or Tylenol.
First I felt, well, it might happen, it might not. But then once
we're going to do a nice,
later, I felt we're going to make it. It turned out really great.
Well, it was fun. It was interesting. I didn't hear the answer, but I know I'll hear it later, so. Excellent experience, and never forget it.
The kids' enthusiasm was only surpassed by the excitement of the adults who remember man's first flight into space.
But I know that for those of us who are in their 40s, there tends to be a greater love for what's happening.
Even without the question-answer period with the astronauts, the space study was a learning experience.
I learned that, well, astronauts can't always get through all the time. And I learned about how astronauts communicate.
I learned about space and how to deal with amateur radios, and that's pretty much all.
It took a tremendous amount of technology, plenty of patience, and of course, lots of luck. But the third time was a charm for the kids at Klein Elementary School in Costa Mesa. I'm Jennifer Bauman for the Orange County News Channel.
Since the U.S. has retired the Space Shuttle program, ARIS, an acronym for Amateur Radio on the International Space Station, has taken over for SAREX, or Shuttle Amateur Radio Experiment. With no more shuttle flights, communications now must be made with astronauts aboard the International Space Station. A proposal is being prepared for ARIS with the help of Doug Borkman, the same Klein School parent who helped us get connected with SARIX in 1994. The hope is to make contact with the space station in December of next year, which will coincide with the 40th anniversary of the last lunar landing mission. Coincidentally, our contact in 1994 took place on the anniversary of the first landing by Apollo 11. Alternative energy will be the focus of related studies, as many of these concepts were pioneered with the space program. We'll be right back after this.
On the next MASH. In a scene reminiscent of, well, the real MASH. The boys get prinky. They will go a little overboard when it comes to getting revenge. Your sides will be splitting on the next MASH. Any day and every day on the Klein School Facebook fan site.
Does drinking a can of Psycho keep you energized throughout the day? Do goats really sound like Chris Tucker? Psycho keeps you energized the entire day.
This past year, Klein School started hosting Greyhound Spa Days through GreySave. Klein volunteers are in the wing, ready to tell us more. Guys?
3 times a year, Klein School hosts a spa day for GreySave, an organization dedicated to finding homes for retired racing greyhounds. Students are selected to participate in this unique fundraiser where greyhounds are bathed, dried, brushed, walked, and basically given the whole royal treatment. GreySave staff takes care of teeth, nails, and ears. The funds raised go toward medical treatment for injured dogs and the typical costs to prepare greyhounds for home life.
A greyhound's racing life is anything but glamorous. Apart from being let out 4 times a day to quickly take care of business, most of the day is spent in a 3x4 foot crate. They only race 2 times a week and spend the rest of the time building their energy back up.
Unless a racer continues to win, he is retired. In the past, up to 30,000 racers were annually killed, tortured, or beaten when they could no longer compete. Thanks to the efforts of groups like GreySave, people are becoming more aware of cruelty towards greyhounds. As a result, up to 75% of retired greyhounds are now being placed in forever homes. With public interest in greyhound racing significantly decreasing, greyhound tracks are being shut down around the country. Klein School is proud to be a small part of this worthwhile endeavor. It was quite a scene out there. Everyone was having some good, clean fun.
They sure were, Isaac. It'd be great to see all retired racers finding forever homes. The 5 little piggies are becoming more philanthropic these days. Let's go to Robert, who's got something for us to bank on.
Thanks, Evan. The pigs on this wall represent 5 local organizations that Klein students voted to support. Money will be raised to benefit these groups and to help improve their programs. The organizations are the Orange County Humane Society, SOS, which is short for Sure Ourselves, the Costa Mesa Senior Center, the Wetlands Wildlife Care Center, and the Environmental Nature Center. The piggy banks themselves were made by the students in room 2 using paper mache. And balloons were used for shaping the bodies. Miss Klein painted the pigs and added the eyes and bows. They They are displayed on these shelves in the hallway, where they will remain for the entire school year. At the end of the year, the piggy banks will be emptied and the money that has been collected will be presented to the organizations by the students. There's also a bonus. Every Friday is known as Piggy Bank Friday, and students who bring in $5 may come in free dress. So remember, we have many great organizations in our area, and they need your help to make them better. So bring in that loose change, and let's fatten these pigs up.
But what Robert's banking on is those pigs being plump by the end of the year. As is usually the case this time of year, Sergei finds himself in a bit of a holiday dilemma. Sergei?
Thank you, Evan. Have you ever noticed when you are decorating your Christmas tree and all of a sudden a whole string of lights go out? What's up with that? This can really get on your nerves. After hours of hard work checking each individual light bulb, poof, out like a light. What's up with that? Sometimes I think these guys have a mind of their own. It's like follow the leader on steroids. What's up with that? How about when you're decorating that big tree outside of your house? I mean, all of a sudden, a whole string of lights go out while it's snowing and the wind is blowing. What's up with that? And well, guess where you have to go? You're already freezing to death on the ground, and now you have to climb that big tree? What's up with that? And don't even get me started on the wind, because while you're climbing the tree, the wind blows snow in the face, so you can't even see. What's up with that? And when you're at the top of the tree, you're holding on for your dear life, trying not to fall, because the tree, it's swaying side to side. And when you finally reach the light at the very top, poof, all the lights go back on. What's up with that? The darn bulb was just loose. What's up with that? Well, it seems that these little buggers are set up in a series circuit. What happens is that each light bulb is connected in line with the next one. Well, this has trouble written all over it. They should be using a parallel circuit where the power isn't interrupted. And for all of you light manufacturers out there, lighten up. Enough already with these so-called bright ideas. Doesn't this just seem a little bit ironic to you? I'm Sergei for the Echo. Back to you. Come on. Now, what's up with that?
Thanks, Sergei. I was thinking Sergei might be able to give us a hand decorating our tree, but I think he'll be a little tied up. It's time to head out for another break. Don't go away.
Did you like Showtime yesterday?
Yes, it was very fun.
Yes, I
It was
think
very fun
Elias.
when we found Sergei a song.
Yes, Elias is probably going to be Mickey.
Yes. Here, let me help.
Thank you.
That isn't how it is supposed to work around here. Like a good neighbor, client school is there.
Hey, Evan.
Is that your agent?
Yes, my client school agent.
Out of the way, boys. I'll take care of this.
Wait, can't I try?
Go ahead.
Like a good
Forget the jingle. Just say it.
neighbor client school is there.
With an apple?
Yeah, with an apple. It does have a megabyte in it, but I'm pretty sure this is the wrong kind of apple. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm like every other student here at Klein. Now I don't have to carry those books and papers everywhere I go.
Like we already said, like a good neighbor.
Client school is there. With a deep voice announcer.
Klein School, like a good neighbor.
Does drinking a can of Psycho really keep you energized throughout the day? Is laughter really the best medicine?
Look at the monitor on the wall, please. And take one of these also. Next.
Psycho keeps you energized the entire day.
Welcome back to the Echo. I'm receiving word from KC Santa News that Santa Claus has gone missing. We'll switch you over now to the KC Santa Newsroom.
Good morning, I am Chris Miss, reporting live for KC Santa News. Our top story today is the search for Santa.
With the holidays quickly approaching, many young people are anticipating the arrival of Santa. We have Kwanzaa reporting live in Santa Ana. We think we may have a Santa sighting. Kwan?
I'm Kwanzaa, reporting live in strong Santa winds. The gusts are really blowing strong here in Santa. This makes traveling hazardous and difficult for many domestic flights. We ask that adults keep their children and small pets inside during the Santa winds. Back to you, Mary.
Kwan, I'm confused. We had some audio breakup. I thought it was a story about the search for Santa. Sounds like you were reporting on Santa Ana winds.
We'll check back with Kwan later. Hold on, our producer is telling us we have another sighting. Yes, yes, it sounds like you do. Producer Prancer, is that music I hear in the background? Okay, we are now going to go live to Hanukkah, who is at a holiday benefit concert featuring many great rock musicians. And I understand a very special guest. Hana?
I am Hanukkah reporting live at a benefit concert. Katy Perry and Selena Gomez just finished a duet of Jingle Bell Rock. We have word that Santa just flew in from the nasty Santa Ana winds to make a quick appearance. Santa has been very busy preparing to bring presents to all the little boys and... Wait a minute, that's not Santa. Chris, am I supposed to be doing a report on Santana or Santa?
Seems like we still have a mix-up. We'll get back to you, Hannah. Our next story is about the dangers of hitchhiking. Many people are hitchhiking today because they have lost their jobs and no longer have a vehicle. With the holidays right around the corner, many people are trying to get across the country to see their loved ones. Let's go live to Adams Avenue, where Tyler Blizzard is reporting on this community concern.
There are hundreds of people hitchhiking today. Some of them might be dangerous. It looks like we have a hitcher right here. Excuse me, young man.
Young lady.
Sorry, lady. You appear to be hitching somewhere. Your sign says, "Oh, Santa, you're searching for a ride with Santa."
Actually, I'm heading to Santa Barbara. I don't care who I get a ride with, as long as I get to Santa Barbara before the holidays.
How is it that Santa keeps coming up in our news stories, yet we can't find him? Santa Ana winds, Carl Santana, now Santa Barbara. Is Santa really out there? Chris, Mary, are you there?
Sorry to interrupt, Tyler, but we just received word that Santa is in the building. Our top security officer is in pursuit. Let's go down the hall, live to the chase.
Hey, Santa, get back here! Santa! Santa!
Santa! Santa! Santa, get back here! What happened? Where'd he go?
Into room 4, the students are talking to him. Let's go.
What?
What? Where?
Has anyone seen Santa around here?
We are just about to go chat with him. Do you want to stick around?
Yeah, we were just looking for him.
Ho, ho, Santa. Welcome to Klein School. We're very interested in the work you do. Can we ask you a couple of questions?
As long as they're not too hard.
So let's get started. We were just wondering, how did you come up with the name Santa Claus?
I got stuck with it. Supposedly, there was this guy named Nicholas who delivered small gifts and candy to poor children at Christmas time. His good deeds brought him the honor of being called Saint Nicholas. Then things got worse. In Dutch, Saint Nicholas translates to Sinterklaas. Can you imagine me going around town with the name Sinterklaas? Well, we English-speaking people took care of that. Just call me Santa, please.
So what time do you pack up and hit the Skyway to deliver all those presents to all those cute little boys and girls?
It depends on sky traffic. LA is the worst. And you sure don't want to get stuck in prime time in Houston. Now that my reindeer are too old to do the job, my Skymobile gets the job done, and a smooth ride can't be beat. My Belly Chanukah Harry rides his flaming menorah. It's so cool.
Whoa! Did somebody say Chanukah Harry? The 8 blazing rockets keep me warm and fuel efficient. Santa, you ought to start thinking about using alternate energy sources. Whoa!
So, how do you know where all the good boys and girls live?
There's the GPS on my Skymobile that is a duo kid detector. It tells me where to drop off presents and when to leave a sack of coal.
So does that mean you don't drop down chimneys anymore?
I don't have time to stop and personally place presents under every child's Christmas tree. Have you ever noticed how many children there are in the world? 2.2 billion. And what about poor Chanukah Harry?
Whoa! Did somebody say Chanukah Harry? Santa has it easy. I'm out there delivering gifts for 8 cold nights.
Yeah, he's crazy for doing something like that.
Whoa. Don't call me. I said don't. Whoa. I said don't call me crazy.
Wait, does that mean you miss out on all those home-baked cookies?
Well, I don't think there are any parents complaining about that. I leave milk and cookies for them. Besides, I'm trying to keep my figure.
By the way, is Mrs. Claus there?
No, she's checking out the South Pole real estate to see if we should relocate. You know that global warming thing is scaring all of us.
It looks like she's online. Are you ready for a group chat?
Sure! Ho, 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 ho.
Mrs. Claus, Santa reports that he is trying to keep his figure. Is he on a special diet?
Of course he is. He only has one Santa suit. And besides, he's known around the world for being chubby. Overeating makes him jolly. I mean, no offense, honey.
No offense taken, dear. Now, Chanukah Harry doesn't have a bunch of lookalikes at every mall. There are so many imposters out there. Harry doesn't have these problems.
Whoa! Did somebody say Chanukah Harry? I'm one of a kind, but people keep messing with my name. There are so many different spellings. I'm all confused. There's the CH one with an N and a double K. Then there's CH with the double N and 1 K. And then there's H with the 2 N's and 1 K. And there's H with 1 N and 2 Ks. To top it off, there's the CH one with the 2 N's, 2 Ks, and an H at the end. No wonder people get confused.
Poor Harry, overwhelmed by just a name. Speaking of overwhelmed, how are the elves doing?
How would you feel about having the workload that we have? All these nagging kids wanting this or that, things that were miracle makers. Kids are hooked on electronics. Kids are addicted to their video games. We don't know the first thing about building stuff like that because there are all these copyright laws, warning labels, protected codes, and devices we can't hack. We don't have enough undercover elves to buy all these gadgets on children's wish lists. Where's Bill Gates and Steve Jobs when you need them?
That's the trouble with progress. Bill and Steve are making so many new gadgets we can't keep up with their advancements. And what about all those greedy kids? It gets worse every year. Kids are spoiled these days. More is just not enough. They're insatiable. It's me. They're thankless and have lost the real spirit of Christmas.
Honey, calm down. It's not all that bad. Our little elves been performing their magic for so many years. They'll make every well-behaved child happy.
So remember, all you well-behaved children, I have a dual-kid detector on my Skymobile, so you better watch out. I'll be making a list and checking it twice. And you know the rest, like my good friend Chanukah Harry. He's always good.
Hold on a second. Did somebody say Chanukah Harry?
Yes, Harry. I have a present for you, because you're always thinking of others.
Thank you, Nick. Now let's wish everyone a happy holidays and for a healthy and prosperous new year.
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays to you, Santa. It's good to see that they finally found Santa. The holidays wouldn't be the same without him. Well, it appears that we are just about out of time. We hope to see you again next year here at the Echo. Remember, when unwrapping those presents, watch out for paper cuts and don't burn your tongue on those steaming cups of cocoa. From your Echo team, Klein School, and your host, we hope that your holiday season is a safe and festive one, and you all have a very happy new year. Feliz Año Nuevo, agat yor, haoli makahiki hao, esgets nois, gat naita, manigag bagang tau, snovam gudam, moni ania, zinyan kaila. This year, we waste money. Raising $8,000 in coins with a school of this size is a pretty
sizable accomplishment in itself. That was good though.
And then turn right. So I am turning right when I turn right. Klein School continues to be an annual supporter of the United Nations Children's Fund.
Easy for you to say.
Does drinking a can of okay, sorry. Drinking a can of cider keep you under spell today? 2 lines. It's amazing. 2 lines.
Coincidentally, our contact in 1994 took place on took place.
Slow down a little.
Alternative energy will be the focus of related studies, as many of these concepts were pioneered with the Space Center. Space Center? Space Program! turn.
This is really making my nose itch. I can't. Because this is how showbiz works. Too late, I itched it.
Ha, ha, ha.
Huh?
They're playing now. This is hard. Bad. I know I put out screen. Maybe on punch.
I bet what Robert's banking on is those pigs being plump by the end of the year.
What was that?
I don't know, but what? By the end of the year. Happy holidays to you, Santa. It's good to see that they finally found.
Does drinking a can of Psycho really keep you energized? I guess it does.
We hope that your holiday is safe and festive, and you all have a very happy New Year. That your holiday season, that season's invisible. Always remember when unwrapping those presents, watch out for paper cuts and don't burn your tongue. Paper. I was gonna say steaming. When unwrapping those presents.
Steaming paper cuts?
Yes.
Oh, phew, we're done. Good job, Paris.
Bad job, it took forever.
Well, that